Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Haba, Nick, or not Haba, and I'm bringing you a brand new video here today. And before we get into it, big shout out to you guys. We are at 285 subscribers. I love you all. Hopefully we hit 300 subscribers soon. That'd be sick. I totally just like fucking locked hands with myself. But yeah. We're just gonna go past that. But seriously, thank you guys so much. We're on our way to 280 billion subscribers, dog. Know what I'm saying? But okay, I'm just in a vibe this morning. But with all that said, please leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I do my best to drop 2 videos every single week around here. So far, it's been many weeks without missing that, and I have some exciting ideas coming. Yeah. With all that said, we're just gonna hop straight into this video. So you guys know the vibe. I don't come into these videos with a plan, but in this one, I am going to try to stay away from the piano. I feel like I've done like 12 straight videos of all piano, and I'm really glad you guys are loving them. It's really awesome. But for today, I'm just gonna be a little bit more diverse with it. In the next video, you know, maybe we'll go back to the piano, but for today, I'm gonna try to leave it alone. Unless it's just like to layer, you know, piano chords can make melodies sound really full, and that's, I wouldn't consider that what I'm talking about. But today, shout out Monty Booker for pointing this out to me on one of his live streams. If you are on Omnisphere and you're picking your sounds from here or from here, they come with effects, pre-mixed, that sort of stuff. And I mean, you can still add your own effects, but if you go, you'd normally be on this screen. If you go over here, and then this will be on synth, which you can get just like synth sounds through that. If you click sample, you get access to the whole library of like their raw samples type deal. And so I found this double gourd fingernail, and this is what it sounds like. So it's just like I believe a kalimba is the name of the instrument. Yeah, 2-sided kalimba. And I already got an idea for chords, so I'm just gonna lay those down really quick, and we're gonna get the video going. All right, it sounded way better in my head. It's not sounding good anymore, so I'm just gonna make my own chords. So we are in the D minor scale. So I'm just gonna go like this, and then I have an idea. I want to go down, so I'm gonna go like this. Let me just make sure all my chords are right. Let me listen back. All right, so I've got these chords here, and if you just saw me making those and you're wondering like, whoa, how is he moving these chords together? It's a really easy trick. If you just highlight everything, which I just hold Control and then I click, and that's how I highlight stuff really quickly. And then if you hold Shift, as you move it, it will move them together, so you don't have to like highlight this, shorten this, and then highlight this and extend this, you know what I mean? So that's just a good trick to do that faster. But these are the chords I got, and then after but these are the chords I got, and I'm gonna play them for you guys really quick, and then we're gonna spice them up. So pretty basic chord progression, but we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it. So I'm gonna take all my middle notes just off rip and throw them up an octave. And I'm gonna grab all my bottom notes and throw them down an octave. Really spread out the chord a little bit. And I'm gonna grab my middle notes again and shift click and drag while I have them selected and throw them back down an octave. So it's hitting both octaves, and that'll make it sound really, really full. All right, so y'all are probably wondering like, why do you have this C sharp? It's not in the scale. Well, I don't know the exact rule, but I know because it's a half step down from D, it works. and it adds like a little tension in my opinion. But now that we have this, I'm just gonna start working on a melody or keep messing with the chords. Okay, so I have this melody here. It is nothing crazy. I want to keep this one simple, but I'll let you guys hear that now. So now that I have that, I'm just gonna duplicate it over by pressing Control B. And then I'm just gonna mess around with probably like the chords and see if I can add any extra stuff on the second half to just give it a little bit of variation, like maybe this. Yeah, I like that. So I'm just gonna rename this Kalimba. We're gonna throw this on a mixer. So I'm gonna render this out as an audio clip just because I just want to mess with it. Yeah, that's really my only reasoning there. So I'm gonna open up a fruity slicer, and then I'm just gonna drag this. Oh, whoops. I'm just gonna drag that onto there, and then I always do a beat, and then I'm just gonna mess with the pitch and the attack and all this stuff until I find something I really like. So I pitched it down 2, so we're now in the C minor scale, and I'm really liking how this sounds, so I'm just gonna make a kind of different pattern. Okay, so I like this. I'll let you guys hear it. So now I'm just gonna come in on the second half and find different parts to add just to mix it up a little bit. Like I'm gonna turn it up to 146 BPM. All right, so now that I have this, I'm gonna re-render it out as its like own waveform, and then I'm gonna add effects and that sort of stuff. So I like that. I'm just gonna throw it on its own mixer and add some stuff to it and just see what happens. So first thing I'm gonna add is this effect rack. It's the smooth quare tremolo and the modulation, and all I did was I turned down the mix knob here to about 35%. So now it sounds like this. You can hear it just adds kind of like that shakiness to it, and I think it sounds really cool. So next, I'm gonna add Murda melodies, and I'm gonna add the lo-fi echo because I really like the vibe it's giving. So now it sounds like this. I noticed this is quiet, so I'll turn it up. So now I'm just gonna look for some other stuff to add. I think I'm gonna add a pan man, and I'm gonna turn down the width a lot and select this so it goes from left to right, and turn up the rate and turn up the smoothing. So now it sounds like this. Just a slight pan, nothing crazy, and I really like the vibe that gives. I'm gonna add reverb, except what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this up in the thing, so it's actually the first thing in order, so all these effects are also having the reverb come through instead of adding reverb to all the effects, if that makes sense. Like now the reverb comes first in like the pecking order, if that's what you want to call it. But I'm liking this. I think now I might just look for like some textures to really fill this out, and then I'm gonna start adding drums. So first I'm gonna add this texture from what kit is this? TB Digital Instruments one-shot kit. It's called Moon Bass, and it is on the note G. And since I'm in the C minor scale, I pitched it down 700 cents. Or I could have went up 500, but I preferred the the lower sound. And then what I did here is I just took an EQ because I only wanted part of the texture. It's kind of a loud texture and has a lot of low end and stuff, or like a loud buzzing noise that I was not vibing with. So this is what that sounds like. So you hear that? I'm gonna look for another texture now. Oh, that one will work. So for this texture, I'm gonna add a little bit of Pan Man to it because I think it'll sound cool. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so now that I have all these, I think this is enough for me to be able to make full beat with, and if it's not, I can come back and add other elements later. So I'm gonna start on drums. I'm gonna just start it off with a clap. Now I'm gonna grab a hi-hat. I'm gonna jump right in to do rolls and that sort of stuff. So I like this pattern. I'm just gonna duplicate it over. So now I'm gonna grab an 808. Just gonna grab a spins, do cut self, and now I'm gonna make a pattern. All right, so I got this for a pattern. It might change later, it might not. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I like it right now. I think it fits well. I am gonna swap up the 808 though. I don't know which one I'm gonna use, but so I like this one. The 808 2021. So now I'm just gonna finish these drums. Very simple snare. Now I'm gonna grab a rim just to add a little more bounce. I'll grab an open hat. I like that. So now I'm just gonna mix out all my drums and then lay out this beat. So I'm just gonna add my master to this. That's a Fruity Parametric EQ1 with the lows, mids, and highs slightly boosted, and a Fruity Soft Clipper, default settings. So now I'm just gonna lay out this beat. All right, so I got this beat all finished up here. So as you can see, this is the layout. And when I started, I just started with my original melody in that texture pearl sound, and then my tag comes in.
Oh shit, Haba, you made this?
Then I got a little riser into the hook here where I bring in the other texture and all the drums. And then the second 8 of the hook, it's exactly the same as the first 8. Just because I really like how it sounds. But then I cut out all my sounds at the last clap. And I have this little triple hit here, and so what I did here, I'm just gonna break this down really quick. I clicked this button and clicked make unique, and what that does is it allows you to affect this one without affecting your original. And I pitched this down a full octave, and then I threw it on the mixer because it was way too quiet. And then I didn't feel like copying all my effects over. So what I did is, this will normally look like this down here. I just clicked this button to unroute it from the master, and then I just routed it to the melody one with all the effects. And so that's how I got all my effects really quickly. But yeah, I just thought I would swap up the melody right there for the first 8 of the verse. And I think that sounds really good. And then the second 8 is the normal melody again with that pearl texture once again. And then it's gonna go into the bridge, but I didn't really have a bridge for this, because in my head when I did a bridge, I just heard the drums coming back in mad fast, so that's what I did. Like I just thought it worked so perfect. So all the drums stay on for most of the bridge, then it cuts out and it restarts in the hook, and I duplicated it over a couple times. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment down below, let me know what you liked, let me know what you didn't like, let me know what I can work on, let me know what you want to see next from me. I am very open to constructive criticism. That's the only way we grow as people and as musicians, or whatever it may be. But yeah, with all that said, thank you once again for watching. This is your boy Nick, Haba, or Haba, and I'm out. Peace.